YouTube channel. My name is Brad and Supercoach Pro. Today we're doing a round 12 Supercoach team review. Went pretty well this week, scored a 2078. Season rank now of 5805. And we got a 100-point buffer over the competition, which we're going to need this week because we have 6 primos out and a rookie. So we loaded up on around 13 buy players, and it's not going to be good this week. But if we can hold rank, we've done all right this week. So I'll do a quick review. I don't want to go into this too long. I've done a few takes and I've just butchered a few, so it's very time consuming. Daicos 156 played a better game than Bont until that last quarter. He was on 130, I think, at about 3/4 time. Then slowed down a bit. The Gallagher tag worried me out of putting the VC on him last minute when I was listening to DR's stream with John O'Carroll. Someone flagged it. Daicos would get attention from Gallagher, so that put me off it. And then yeah, I don't know if players like, people like Jonas in my stream and whatnot was saying about Bont VC, etc. And there was a few of you guys saying that'd be the way because the depleted midfield of Collingwood would just mean Bont would go nuts. And yeah, he did. So a bit of a last minute call there. 3 minutes before the bounce, I saw so many people actually picking these players, and I thought maybe I don't go Stewart this week against Richmond. Maybe it's 2 pod like, and yeah, did the Bont, and it's paid off so far this week anyway. So Ryan 124 came off, got a knee to the back or ribs or whatever. Took a few Panadols, went back on, but yeah, just a cheap seagull roll. And that's why I've got to get Fisher because it's just painful to watch if you don't have those kind of players. You just need him, and he's the only player I'm comfortable paying 644 at this time of year. So he's been all right, but Houston's the one that's disappointing. Another 98 now, so don't know what to think of Houston. Like, he's going to be top 6 from here on out, but I don't know. Just annoying to pay 597 for that bloke. And then Captain Sheasel to take Bont's score, of course. And then Young 100 has to work a lot for the ball. But because Freo won, I sort of won that game with my players doing well. When Freo win, my Supercoach side wins. When they don't, it's a little bit tougher because you can see their scores are 124, 102. 72, and then you scroll down to Jacko, and he's got a 98. So I need Freo to win most weeks for my team to do decent. I'm riding them a lot actually this year. Anyway, Stewart 76, underwhelming. Listen to Shorty's review saying that Stewart underscaled for that games and games in general that he has played. So yeah, he's looked better than some of his scores, but I don't know, maybe he's onto something with that concussion thing has messed him up since then. He hasn't been the same player. Maybe just needs that buy and he becomes better after the buy. But have had roasted him in my stream saying don't bring him in, and people still brought him in. So when you got to play, you're probably watching pretty heavily not to know not to bring him in if you didn't have him. So he's the one I absolutely hate, and I'm bringing May to cover him and loop him, etc. Just think May can do a better job. Take out his injury game, I think he's averaging about 100 anyway. Yeah. What a game from Bont. Probably best last quarter I've seen from a player in years. So just kicked a goal as well. Didn't come off. Just, I don't even know how to explain Bont, but that's his best game in a long time. Really stood up about the midfield that they didn't have on their side either. So he had to play midfield a lot as well because there's no option for Bevo to send him forward because who's going to win the clearances? It was Bont or bust. And then Butters 98. I think he got attention maybe from Chikota, maybe that game. Hard to tell in your headphones because they don't really tell you too much sometimes. So 98's whatever. He hasn't had too many games under the ton and he hasn't had a poor game. So I'll take that from Butters and Sarong, 102. Look, I bought these guys in round 2 or 3, so I've been happy with them ever since. Probably their first down games as a combination, but I'll take it. Just pity they're on their bye this week. And then 111 for Rao. Bought in Rao this week. Bought in World this week. And yeah, just went the value route for sure. And then I bought Kerno in, who we'll speak about shortly. Rao had a poor half start and then went well the last half, particularly the last quarter like this game. So yeah, take that. And then 108 from Miller. I got gifted about 30 points. Got a free fall with a tackle, stripped the play of the ball. The player didn't give it to him. So he got a 50-meter penalty, kick and goal. So that's like 30-point play just in that. And then Steele, first quarter, people are going nuts, going, oh, he's a buy flip, he's a useless pick and whatever. And people, this way don't go early on Twitter or anything really. He goes 118. So he really gave it to those people giving him stick, and people should know by now not to call the early crow off after one quarter. Like, just let the game play out, get off footy fan or whatever you're on, and just enjoy the game. Damn it. Like, it's just annoying to see those sort of tweets all the time. I don't know, maybe I should get off Twitter at quarter time, not even look at it, so I don't see people complain about Steele. If you want to complain, this is the guy you complain about, Oliver. He's just been trash at the moment. So, yeah, been a bit disappointing, but what do you do? He's just been up and down, a bit of a yo-yo pick, but you pay 480, you probably expect what you pay for in anything you buy, I guess. He's Oliver from Wish. He's not the Oliver from eBay anymore. The shadow of himself, but that's fine. He didn't have a preseason. What do I expect? I just took the value route, and I'm going to do it again this week and might pay for it, but that's okay. And then, yeah, Sharp 72, played that wing role, so uncontested game, a lot of possessions, but not a lot of scoring for it. I feel like all the points was, scoured to people that kick goals, of course, and he had a few opportunities to kick goal, and I didn't get there, I don't think. So, but he's been a great rookie. I chose him over Carroll, so that was definitely a win for me. Gawn and Moyle, yeah, Gawn got absolutely bodied by Jackson, and then Darcy as well smashed him, so he had no chance this game. Didn't like him as a huge C option, but yeah, Jackson did a really good job on him, I reckon. And then Moyle, 77, had a quiet first half, good second half against Brian. I think he will play this week. I think they'll give Witts another week off of the hammy and then bring him back after his bye. It doesn't make sense to bring him back now before his bye. Just give him another week off at Gold Coast, would you, Dimmer? I think Moyle held his own. He might make another 50K next week if he scores an 80. He did a few things nice. Like, he gained his confidence late. Started to just grab the ball out of the ruck and kick it on his foot and try to do the work himself, which is probably the smarter play for a ruckman of his size against Brian. And then he plays St Kilda this week, so he probably got a good matchup because St Kilda do weak ruck points heavily. We saw what Jacko could do. So his scoring's not bad, 90, 104, 77, made me 70K this week. What do you have? He had all right possessions as well, 17 possessions, 2 marks. Probably could have had more marks, 1 tackle, 26 hit out. So take that. I think Brian must have won the hit out set though, to be honest. Excuse me, my nose is a bit funny today. So I'm going to make this video short as I can. Flanders 119, probably my VC this week, to be honest, against St Kilda. Then who would I see? And probably C Dacos so far, I'm thinking. Anyway, yeah, takes the kick out, has a good juicy roll, waxes it on, waxes it off with Sexton. So good pick. And you got a little bit kissed if you held Sexton for 7 weeks and got him still playing. Smart if you bought him back in for 180K though, to be honest. And then Jackson, yeah, 98, played really well. Averaging 101 in my side, so I'll take it. He's a 4th ranked forward. So yeah, people death riding him, but he's been a good pick. He's been good cover when I've wanted to play with my R2 and make cash off that. So it's been good for that, to be honest. Like, worst case, I can put him on and put Moyle there and put Livingston to F7. So hasn't been a worst strategy. He's made me a lot of cash from the R2 position. And it lets me look at R2 all along than what most people could. So he's been handy. And then Reed 71 probably gets a week. I think he's got 2 weeks, but I think they're challenging it for it to be a week. But I think even then he's probably still a trade. And then Curto, interesting. Curto 81, probably a little bit underscaled for the way he played. But I was listening to this in headphones on the Thursday night, and I thought he was going to turn up with the way he was playing. Had all ears. It's probably a hard matchup, but he's got a good fixture after the buys, and I'll probably bring in Mackay as my F6, to be honest. You might have to skip on Zorko for now, but Wilson, yeah, probably didn't help that Mason Wood came back in the side, so probably didn't push up to wing as high as he'd probably like. And then that probably tackle probably hurt him a little bit. Frazier, 66, didn't see much of that game either. So, you'll take that score from a rookie for sure. Now, my trades this week. Sorry, my nose is stuffed today. I don't know what's wrong with me, so I've got to make this video as quick as I can. Early days. And by the way, this is take 3. This has taken me almost an hour and a half to do a video today. And then on top of that, last one I did about 5 hours worth of live streams. I did 3-part live stream. That was a long night. I think I did live stream from 6:30 to almost 11:30 at night, I think. I don't know, but bit of fun there, a bit of Supercoach talk, a bit of I don't know, a bit of stories there, a bit of gaming stuff, a bit of chess, whatever. But live streams are a bit of fun on the Sunday night just to talk whatever you want to talk about. So yeah, had fun there last night, and that's probably why I didn't do a review last night because I was so stuffed. I didn't even end up going to the gym weight. So 3 round average, we've got to bring in Fish and Green. Come on, Supercoach, why you got to be like this? I feel like as soon as they updated the app, it's been really slow for me anyway. Now let's grab a midfielder. So we're doing 2 upgrades essentially here. I think Green will bounce back. I think, despite his injury score, his bad game against the Cats up at GMHBA, which I feel like is a hard venue to actually score at, to be honest. His 3 on average is going to be pretty poor. I don't know why I did it like that. Tom Green. And then I guess as other Elite or Lear, let's just do Lear for now and then play with Sanders another time. Okay. Does he play when Buckley comes back into the side? I'm not too sure if they can play 4 tools down back. So it'd be Lear or Sanders. If Sanders doesn't get named sub Friday night, I'll be tempted to use him as a F7 potentially, M9 cover, because when he plays, he doesn't score below 77, has got a ceiling of 98, and that's with like 30% CBA is not even. So I think Sanders could be a shout. I don't know if what's his name has the job security. Like he might play this week and then might not play the week after. So I don't know. It'll be something 2 out of 3 of these trades will go through. Like Fisher and Green, I'm probably sold on. I'm not going to go Goulden, which people were talking about the other night, but he doesn't got the CBAs, whereas Green does. And for 490, like he's not too bad of a shout, to be honest. I like the pick. He's in 48% of size, so he's not on. I'm not a pod kind of guy, but I need to bring in players that have already had their buy. So we could do that. Optimize 160k. That's a lot of money, and to play with the week after. How many players do we have left over? I've got to get ready for work. This is taking a sweet time. I don't know if everyone's jumping on a Monday afternoon or whatnot, but I bought in 2 primos to cover the 6 out. So it means I've got 1 not playing in my defense. So down to 21. Rogers won't play, so it's 20. Moyle has to play or else I'm stuffed. Garcia won't play, so it's 19. If Moyle gets dropped for Wits, I'm down to 18. Okay, so I'm probably at 19 picks. Interesting. But the other thing is, like, just quickly before I go and before my nose starts to go again, that's why I've had to switch the camera like this, because it's off its head today. Maybe I'm getting sick. I hope I'm not getting sick. I could grab Sanders, but then it wouldn't leave me much money. But Sanders' job security is probably pretty questionable too, with Richards coming back and Liver coming back as well, I suppose. But played a full game, scored a 98. I still banked 60k the week after, and he could be not a bad F7. Like he's probably the perfect F7, to be honest, especially against full games. Week or year, like I don't think you can average 70 over the next 2 games to actually make you 100 odd K, to be honest. I think he's more of a 50 guy. I think he's pretty lucky to get that, saving mark to spike his score. I'm not sure if he's like, you look at his VFL stats and they're not fantastic in terms of, I don't know, he's an interceptor, but he's also a bit of a lockdown player as well. So interesting to see what you guys think out of my trades. You guys probably aren't sold on Green, but I see things coming with Green. I feel like he's a good shout for that price. And he's had his buy as well, so I'm pretty happy with that so far. So that's how the team would look with those players in. And yeah, I get to see Friday night if his name's sub or not. So VC, what do I go Bont after seeing what he's just done? I'm probably looking at Flanders into Dacos at this point, and then go from there. I'll leave the video there. My nose is running. I got to catch it. So this is the end of my video. I'll catch you on the next. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.